Hello and welcome back to another video, and the honor here, and we are doing our second what if of the day. It is what if Izuku, Midorya, and Katsuki Bakugo were twins. Now let me explain something that I'm doing with my channel for this week. So pretty much, as you can see, I did my Opi no Mi fruit. What if Deku ate the Opi no Mi? And what if Midorya which is what I'm doing right now, what if Izuku, Midorya, and Katsuki Bakugo were twins? So each day, so tomorrow I'm gonna do what if Izuku Midorya ate the Opi no Mi, and the day after that I'm doing what if Izuku and Katsuki Bakugo were twins. I'm gonna be doing that till each video has done 3 to 5 of them each, and then yeah, I'll go on to what if Naruto was a prodigy and had all 5 chakra natures next. So I just wanted to do, I'm doing 2 videos today because I did not post yesterday, which is my fault. Sorry about that. Because something happened. I made a video, but I decided not to do that one. And as I tried to make the Obi no Mi yesterday, it messed up, so I had to redo it. So yeah, my apologies for that. What Izuku's quirk is gonna be, if you ask, he's going to his hair is not gonna be green. It's gonna be the same colors as let's just say I'm just gonna give him green hair. Let's just say he had a birth defect, but not really hurt. His birth defect made his hair gray, pretty much. But nobody really had a problem with that. And instead of his explosions being on his palms like Bakugo, it's gonna be on his feet. It's gonna be on. My bad. Oops. It's gonna be on Izuku's feet. You see his feet? That's what it's gonna do. Pretty cool. So you need to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll be updated on my daily uploads. Well, I did miss a video yesterday. And if I ever miss a video, just letting you know, I'm going to double upload or even more the next day. So, peace. I mean, not peace out. Play my intro. So we're going to start off where Izuku and Bakugo were born. As Izuku and Bakugo were born, first comes out Izuku. He has this one strand of hair on his head and it's green. They said, they asked the doctor what had happened, and the doctor said, your son had a birth defect and it made his hair green. There's nothing wrong with him, it's just his hair is green. They say, okay, they didn't have a problem with that. Nobody really bullies him for that because like weird color hair is not weird, especially in this quirk world where some people don't even have like bird heads or something like that. No offense to Tokiyami, but yeah. And then Bakugo shoots out right after that. Neither of them had cried, as they knew these kids were going to be a handful growing up. So now we're going to skip off to where Izuku and Bakugo are about 3 years old. Not 3 and a half, 3. Izuku and Bakugo are about 3 years old, and Izuku and Bakugo, like, they're best friends. They're pretty much, as they're still brothers, but they're best friends. They always have this like rival attitude towards each other, but they always play with each other. They take turns playing hero and villain. Sometimes Izuku would be a villain, or All Might. They loved All Might. They all had fun, yada yada yada. And I know for those of you Inko lovers out there, I know you guys do not like that. I know you guys really like Inko and you guys want me to have Inko as his mother. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that this video. This is not the case. So yeah. So it's about time at school. 3 and a half years old. Bakugo and Izuku's quirks just resonated. Like they happened at the exact same time. My bad about that. Something had happened. And yeah. They resonated at the exact same time. Izuku's foot just like shot up. Like he's like the bottom of his shoes just broke. Like kind of like broke off like some of it. And he just shot up a little bit. He sits on the ground and he just sees these explosions coming from his foot. And where Izuku's bomb can come from Like he filled this nitroglycerin, you know, the sweat thing, on his feet, and he blows it up. So yeah, same thing. It's like, you know how Bakugo got on the palm. Izuku has it on the whole bottom of his foot, like the whole bottom, and then Bakugo has it on his palm of his hand, like his whole palm, his whole hand, pretty much, besides the fingers. So, but as everybody sees Bakugo and Izuku's quirk just resonate at the same time, it's just like, whoa, Bakugo, Izuku, your quirks are so cool, and they just become popular out of nowhere. And out of nowhere, Izuku and Bakugo both get that cocky attitude, as they are. They say they're better than others. But they're not too much, because they both growing up have been very rivals together. As we're going to do, like Izuku's going to have like a Sanji type vibe, where he only uses his like feet, where he only uses his feet to kick and stuff, to like fight. Yeah, he gonna have like that Sanji. He'll use his hand to like do the spinning kick thing. Yes, he's gonna do that. That's gonna be so dope. But he's not gonna be no chef. He just does that so he could show his brother that he does not, so Bakugo, that he can beat him without his hands. And Bakugo shows him, and Bakugo only uses hands to fight, because just to show Izuku that he can beat Izuku without his feet. But he can still walk and stuff. Just like that, like no kicking or nothing like that. So growing up, they've been perfect rivals against each other. As Izuku's always been capable of flying, he's been able to fly. Well, Bakugo was also, but it was a little harder for his control. Izuku was very better. Like, he can stay in the same spot, because as he adjusts his explosions to the size he wants, he can stay up there. Like, say if he's like 5 feet in the air, he can stay at the exact spot as long as he keeps the explosions going at the same rate. So, yeah, and then at the time he developed this, he had been 10 years old. For Izuku, they're both the exact same age, because they're twins, as it says right there. So yeah, Bakugo and Izuku, since Bakugo was not too much confident, but very confident in himself, same thing with Izuku, they rivaled each other, and they tried to be better than the other, as it will never really turn out either of them way. They would either tie, or one of them will win occasionally, but it will always be equal. They would win by like a fluke or something like that. They were about pretty much the same strength. Bakugo's better efficiency was that he can make his explosions bigger. Izuku can make his explosions big. Well, not really bigger with his hand. It's just that, no. They can do the same size explosion, but when they do it too much, for Izuku, his legs, like his calves, start to hurt, and like they feel like they're gonna blow up. And for Bakugo, it's his arms still. They can shoot out about the same rate of explosions. But, Izuku's, his advantage is his, like, kicking, and he could fly. Bakugo's, well, not really the flying part, not really the kicking part, because, yeah. Bakugo's advantage is that he can punch, give more forced punch a hard forced punch with his, fist closed, because Izuku can't really do it. It's not like his whole, like, the top of his feet can make explosion only at the bottom, which is still not bad, because he can just kick with the bottom of his feet all the time. So growing up, they were perfect rivals against each other. Nobody ever, as they tried to fight, even when they were in the fifth grade, when they were in the first grade, they were already beating up fifth graders with pretty okay quirks. But Izuku and Bakugo, as they stand side by side, nobody would really beat them. So we're gonna skip to the age of 12. As Izuku and Midorya were heading to the forest, on their way, they see this villain. He's a strength type villain, not too strong, but pretty strong, able to break buildings, punching them with his fist. Bakugo thinks, well, the villain charges at Bakugo and Izuku at the same time. Says, "Get out of the way, Mike. Get out of the way, you stupid kids, you brats." Then Izuku says, "Don't call me a brat." He blasts his explosions. And Shinra, he basically does that. He kicks the dude, he uses explosion kicks to kick the dude really, really hard. And then the Bakugo closes his fist, but makes explosions to make his punch really, really hard. And this knocks out the hero. And the villain. And this villain was actually a really strong villain. He was actually a pretty popular one, but Turns out two 12-year-olds took him out on their own. So this gave a shock to almost everybody. It's like two 12-year-olds. Wow. So this gave them more confidence and more strive so they can get better than one of the other or anybody. They want to be stronger. They want to get stronger and stronger, become the strongest hero, just like All Might. So we're gonna skip to the last day of middle school. 14 to 15. Forgot the age. My bad. I do that a lot. I always forget the age about what they were on the last day of middle school. So yeah, Izuku, the teacher says, well, I was going to hand you guys these papers, whether what you want to be in the future, but he throws them up in the air and says, you want to be heroes, right? Everybody in the class just screams, showing off their quirks. But Deku blasts up with his like give like a mini explosion to blast himself onto this. As Bakugo does not do the same, he just jumps onto this. He says, "Don't lump me." Well, Izuku and Bakugo say at the same time, "Don't lump me into with these lowlifes. Don't lump me and my brother with these lowlifes." As they say at the exact same time. He says, "Yeah." He says, we're stronger than anybody here. They couldn't even rival us. Then Bakugo continues to say, they probably couldn't even match any D-listers. And just letting you know, yes, Bakugo still has his temper, as like he does like strive to be better. Like they both are really, really cocky, and think themselves better. But like Izuku is more kind-hearted. He doesn't really like talk bad about people. Bakugo was the one to say, don't lump me and my brother. It wasn't Izuku. Izuku just says, no, yeah. They both say that bar, but Bakugo's the one that said they're lucky enough to be sidekicks of some D-list heroes. Me and Izuku here are gonna go into UA. Then Izuku says, okay, Bakugo, you ain't gotta be that harsh. They know we're better, and we know we're better. You don't have to say too much. Bakugo says, I can do whatever I want, Izuku. You're not the boss of me. Deku then says, I'll shut your mouth right now. Then the teacher says, nope, no fighting in the class. Quiet down, everybody. Quiet down. So then Izuku and Bakugo, instead of like them separating, Izuku and Bakugo walk home together. They decide to go the long way home to talk about their future at UA. So pretty much, they pretty much are walking. Well, actually, no. Bakugo does go away. He does go away. And no, Deku does not like, they'll die when he throws any ball or whatever, when he like hits somebody. No. He has a more heroic attitude. Just like the original, but he still has that cockiness in him. He has a lot of pride or whatever. No, he thinks of himself great. There than others a lot. But he still is nice and heroic. Unlike Bakugo is heroic, but not heroic. You know what I mean? So yeah. So Deku decides to walk on his own instead of Bakugo going with his friends. Bakugo goes with his friends while Izuku takes a long way home. And then Bakugo says, "All right, then see you there." He says, "All right." So yeah, just like Izuku's 2 seconds older than Bakugo. Just 2 seconds. So yeah. So Izuku's walking, he senses a sludge villain. And instead of the sludge villain capturing Izuku uses his feet to blast away the sludge villain. It blasts the sludge villain back and Izuku back a little bit so he can get some distance. As Izuku is trying to hold off the monster from getting him, which is pretty easy because Izuku has better evasion techniques than Bakugo could. Because his feet, they're at the bottom of his feet. So yeah, the sludge villain is getting tired, and then All Might just comes in and says, Detroit smash! No, Texas smash! Sorry, I almost said Detroit. It's actually Texas. Hitting the sludge villain and knocking him out instantly. This causes Izuku to see All Might. He says he uses feet to get closer to All Might. He says, All Might, is it really you? Can you sign my notebook, please? And then All Might signs his notebook. He says, hey kid, you have a pretty strong quirk there. And then Izuku then says, yes, please, I use my quirk to protect anybody. I use my quirk to protect the citizens from villains and evil. See, Izuku still has that heroic attitude, just to let you know. Bakugo says, "Ha, very good, young. What's your name again?" Izuku then says, "I'm Bakugo, I guess. Izuku Bakugo. My twin brother isn't here right now, but he would love to be here because you are also his favorite hero. His name is Katsuki Bakugo." Yeah, All Might thinks it's pretty cool, and then All Might says, "Well, I have to go now." And then Izuku says, "No, wait!" And then All Might jumps, and also Izuku jumps, but this time he flies with All Might onto the roof because he could fly on his own. He tells All Might about himself. He wants to know how All Might got so strong so he can train better. And All Might just says, "Shoot. Dang it. I've reached my limit. No. I'm doing it." And he powers down into a small Might form. Skinny All Might. He's not in his buff form. Izuku sees this as Izuku. Well, Bakugo's really smart, just letting you know. In the show, he's actually really smart. He's smarter than Izuku. Bakugo is actually smarter than Izuku, just to let you guys know. Just like a little bit. But in this one, they're like the exact same. They're like the same smart, so they're really smart. Izuku says, "All Might, what happened?" And then All Might explains how his buff form, how when he goes buff, he's like flexing at a pole. How dudes flex at a pole and stuff. So yeah, that happens, and Izuku's like, "Wow," and then All Might tells him about the injury, and that why that happens a lot. Yeah. So they make it down. They make it down there. When then All Might notices that he's lost his thing. And no, it was definitely not Izuku's fault. It's because he was like not concentrating on it because he was coughing blood midair sometimes. So yeah, that happens. So Izuku doesn't even know yet. So he's just walking home. No, not using his quirk at all. Because you're not really supposed to be using your quirk in public. He's walking home and all he hears is and he just looks up and he says, "Brother." He says, "Katsuki." He runs over there and he says, "Kachan." He still calls him Kachan. He says, "Kachan, are you okay?" As he rushes with his explosions, giving off a super strong explosion, knocking the sludge villain away off of Bakugo. Bakugo then falls to the ground and gets up. He says, "Can't." And he passes out. Yeah, like this time, yeah, Bakugo passes out. But he doesn't pass out for a long time. He just passes out for a second. He gets back up. He's like, "Oh." And as when he gets up, he sees Izuku has like kind of knocked out the villain, and All Might comes in and says, "What heroicness! I must do this." You know what he does. He says, "Detroit Smash," and he surpasses his limit to his quirk, not to his quirk, to his buff form. And he goes, "Detroit Smash," knocking the whole sludge villain out. Actually, put him in trash bags this time, and the police get him. And yeah, but as they end, Izuku still continues his way as Bakugo continues his way with his friends. They're all kind of like shocked at this. They're like, "Whoa!" And then Bakugo just walks away normally, kind of embarrassed and stuff. Because when I go to UA, people are definitely going to talk about this. If only Izuku didn't save me. Why, brother? As he thinks to himself, it made it even more embarrassing. And he just get off that topic and talks with his friend and just walks back home. And as Izuku is walking through the hallway, Bakugo, All Might comes and says, "I am here." And Izuku says, "All Might, how'd you shake off that all those people, the news people?" He says, "Well, I have my ways." And Izuku then says, "Well, that's great. Why are you here?" All Might then says, "This is young Midorya. I would like to give you my quirk. One for all." Izuku then says, "What? Give you my quirk? Give me your quirk?" All Might then says, Yes, young Midorya. I would like to give you your quirk. Give you my quirk." Izuku says, "Yes, All Might. I'll take your quirk." Psych, I'm not gonna do that. Bakugo and Izuku are just together. I'm not gonna do all that. Izuku then says, "No. All Might. I want to get strong as you. Me and my brother want to get as strong as you with our own power. And it's kind of like cheating if I use your power. Then I'll feel even worse about beating my brother. I know I'm gonna beat him, become stronger than him and you, on my own. Even if your quirk is something special, I can do it on my own. Izuku says. All Might respects his decision, thinking, wow, this kid would have been a great vessel. I guess I have to give it to Mirio. And that's his final decision. He's gonna give one for all to Mirio. And Izuku just walks home. And he doesn't tell Bakugo about all that because he knows it's his secret. He wants to respect All Might's secret. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, he tells Bakugo, I know, what, you gonna do that? But he's gonna do it. But Katsuki and Midorya Izuku decided to, keep it a secret for their life, like on their life. They're not gonna do that. So yeah. After that, they pretty much train all summer, boasting their quirks humongously. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I gotta do it, but like, yeesh. They both have this this new special, like, attack. It's not really like a special super move, which I'll get into super moves later. Cause yeah. Because I don't want to like get in it. Like, they just have this special attack, like this signature attack they use. Like whenever they like, it's like attack like for like weakish but strongish heroes that is not easy to take out. They use this attack to take him out quickly. But if it's like a bunch of like regular villains and stuff, they don't need it. So pretty much Izuku's is, he pretty much spins around his feet and like making humongous explosions. With his hands, like he's on his hands making explosions and spin around. It's kind of like Sanji from One Piece. He basically gets like his hand. It's like he's breakdancing, but he's using his feet and he kicks people. Izuku does that, but with the extra strength of explosions on his feet. Bakugo pretty much does this thing where he gets in the air. He gets in the air real quick, like using his quirk a little bit, and he puts his hand in the air and blasts down as fast as he can, and like not spinning, not like Howitzer Impact, which is Bakugo's super move, just to let you know. I have to do that. It's like a really great move. And he blasts down quick, and he comes down right when he's right next to you. He puts his hand straight to your face or your body or wherever he's like in contact with. He makes a huge explosion. So yeah, their super moves are great. And they have a lot of special signature moves are great, and they have a lot more moves. But I'm not gonna get into all that. I will later on, like at the start of my next video about this one. And yes, this is where I'm going to end the video. So yes, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you be updated on my daily uploads. And yes, I know people don't really comment on my videos, but if you do, please give me ideas for any video ideas you have so I can make that. Because I feel like, well, it's not like I don't have any ideas, it's just I want you guys to choose sometimes what I make. Not guaranteeing that I will make your exact one. It's just if I like the idea, which I most likely will, if I know what I can do with that idea, I would do it. So just please give me that ideas, and if anything you have, and boom, any ideas you got, post it in the comments, and I'll most likely do them, like most likely. So yeah, play my outro, peace out.